mama, she didn't have like a steady man in the house. You know, my mama, a single parent, but you know, she would make her moves or whatnot and have certain people that would be a part of her life growing up. But my brothers was instrumental. My older brother, and my younger brother. So growing up on the east side, there was a lot of situations where we would be outside. This is the era where parents want you to go outside and have fun and learn and experience certain things. So we would go outside. Exactly. Go outside, play, have fun, fight, meet people, become a part of the community. And that was a fun childhood for me in the 70s and the 80s. And then when the mid 80s came, my childhood switched just a little bit because the drug game was offered to us. It was in our community. It was money. It was fast money. So that's when me and, you know, my mom and my relationship at the house kind of like separated because I wanted to be on my own and wanted to be grown.
How old were you when you said you wanted to be on your own? Be grown.
16.
Did she throw you out, or you left out, or you just made your own rules?
17, she threw me out.
Where did you go at the age of 17?
I slept in my car. I slept in my car for about 2 months, and then there was a lady on the spot that eventually became my auntie, Auntie Mary, that lived upstairs, and I ended up moving in with her and becoming cool with her daughter. She had a daughter that was disabled, that had some issues, and she had another daughter that was on crack, and it was just, it was like I learned how to be like a counselor. I learned how to be like all of this as a kid.
Does that feel like it helped you now?
I swear to God it does, because the girl's name was Tassette. And I remember before I moved in, and this is probably what a lot of parents used to do when they was dealing with special needs kids. She used to just scream all day, just be in the room screaming, and her mother would go in there and hit her to try to stop her from screaming. And when I moved in, the first day I moved in, she was screaming, and her mother came in and hit her. And I was like, let me go in there with her. So I went in the room with her. She still was screaming, and I just was talking to her, and then she calmed down. And I gave her, like, I think I ever gave her some donuts or some candy or something, and she calmed down. Then the next day I went there with her, and she calmed down. The third day, she came in the room I was in, and she folded up all of my clothes. And she started getting better. She started getting better. Her mama stopped hitting her. And they started having a communication thing where it was like, she could talk to her. She would cuss her out, but she wouldn't hit her. It went from her hitting her to her cussing her out to her having a great understanding with her. And I think that was a tribute to me being around that at an early age. Now it's one of my traits now. Like, I'm really good at being a counselor to people.
And do you, and like I did ask, when you see you're paying tuition into the School of Experience, and sometimes we don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Then when we get a little older, we're like, oh, okay, that's why I experienced certain things in my life. When did you, when it comes to dog, we know Snoop, we know the brand. You know, I can't even say rapper Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different Snoops that I could say, as far as like hashtags and asterisks and everything. But what did you aspire to be as a kid?
First was an athlete. That's the first thing that was impressive.
Football, basketball?
Football player, basketball player, all of the above was attracted to me in the 70s. You got great athletes, Magic. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard.
And that's what we looked at.
I mean, these are superheroes. Mm-hmm. And then you got Richard Pryor, Max Julian, you got Fred Williamson, you got all these exciting actors and musicians, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, the Isley Brothers. You got all this aspiration around you, and you like, I want to be this, I want to be that.
You wanted to be.
I wanted to be all of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I am who I am, because I seen something in everybody that I like the music side. Man, I want to be a musician. Sports, man, I love playing sports. Funny, man, Richard Pryor, funny. I like being funny. All of the above.
All that.
It became who I am.
Any memorable childhood memories, like where you, like, man, is there any one thing or few things?
Yeah, there's one thing that stick out. When Mama, she adopted my cousin because my cousin was born under PCP. His mom and daddy both was on PCP. So my cousin was kind of like messed up. So my uncle and his wife lost him, and he went to an adoption agency, and he went to a home, and he was in a home for like maybe a year, 2 years. So he was like 2.5 years old, and my uncle asked my mama to go get him. So my mama went and did all the things you had to do to go adopt this boy, and she adopted him. His name was Marvin Tate. She made his name Marvin Broadus. So when she adopted him, he was living with a white family. They didn't know how to comb his hair. His hair was nappy as I don't know what. They just used to just let him, like, you know, back in that day when a white family took on a black kid, they didn't know how to nothing. They just loved him. But they didn't know you got to comb this motherfucker's hair. You know what I'm saying? This nigga hair get, like, you got, it's this shit ain't like yours.
Growing in it.
You putting water in it, you fucking it up.
Going outside and
yeah, Marvin shit just tight like this on his head. So mom's adopted, and we going to visit him before we get to actually take him, because you got to get that relationship with the family, and Grandpa John and Grandma Vivian. I remember them. They were some beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful people. They love Marvin to death. So the day comes when Marvin get to come home with us. Oh man, I was so emotional, cuz it kind of like made me want to cry now, because it was so emotional, cuz they knew he was coming with us, but he didn't. And it's like when he got in that car, it was me and my mama and him. She didn't even take my other brother. She just took me and her, because me and him had got cool. This nigga birthday was the exact same day as mine. This how God worked. Birthday exact same day as mine. So he get in the car, he looking at Grandpa and Grandma Vivian, and they like, bye, Marvin. He like, bye, no. He just started crying like hard, no. And I'm holding it, and he trying to get away. And my mama drove for him, and that shit it had me feeling emotionally like fucked up. Like, are we stealing him? Yeah. Like, it worked all the way out, but I got a key to get at. So he had issues when he came and moved with us because of the PCP. So it was certain shit he couldn't control. And it was like we had to deal with him and work with him. And first birthday we had together. Birthday the same day. I'm thinking it's gonna be the shit. This nigga get more gifts than me, and they give me $5. Oh, I'm hot. I'm ready to kill this nigga now. I'm ready to drive this nigga. I don't even know why we kicked him. I'm ready to drive this nigga back. What freeway was that? Pico Rivera? I'm driving the nigga back. I don't know how to drive, but I'm getting his ass out of here.
Competition?
No, a nigga became gangster as a motherfucker.
Where's he at now?
In the penitentiary.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
But the moral of the story is that I have to reflect on it, because my mother is who I am. My mother went and adopted her brother's son. Yeah. And took him in, man.
And knowing already that it could have been a problem.
Took him in, man.
What does that say about your mother to you?
Man, she a hell of a lady, man.
Did you always know that, dog?
No. I thought she was mean as fuck growing up.
When did you kind of make that turn where you were like, nah, she's always been looking out? Was it when we get a little older?
When I had my first baby.
Yeah, that's when we understand, huh?
Yeah, when you got your first one, you're like, damn. And he stopped listening. Yeah. And the nigga don't call no more. And the nigga hard-headed.
like this, you know how your parents would tell you, like, I can't wait till you have one. I remember one day I was rolling home, dog, and I just stopped and got off the freeway and started crying. And I was like, now I understand. Because we give it all up for the kids, bro. Man, and
I met your beautiful daughter at Puffy's house, man. I didn't even know that was your daughter.
Yeah,
that's what's so gangster about it, right? So everybody know when it comes to kids, Snoop Dogg is just, I jump in with the kids. I don't care if it's girls, boys. I just fit with the kids. I don't know how. It just happens. I just fit with them. I'm out there shooting baskets, They looking. It's about 9 to 10 girls, puffy twins, and a bunch of little girls. They run up to me. What's happening? We finna play knockout.
Yeah, the game.
I'm like, why playing one? Nah, nigga, we playing knockout. Get in line. Mm-hmm. They just punk me. I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'm in line. Your daughter, like, do you know how to play? I'm like, nah. Well, I'm gonna teach you. Everyone that shoots the ball, you gotta come. And you're on my team. All right, cool. We rolling. We shoot. Boom. I make it. They clap, and we get to the end of the round. It's me versus your daughter. Mm-hmm. We done made it to the final. This is what she tell me. What? You can't win because I put you on my team. No. Oh, no. I'm finna beat you. No, you didn't. You finna learn about Uncle Snoop. No, I don't like to lose.
But you didn't do that, though, right?
Yes, I did.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, I did.
Fuck, I played your records my whole career. Yeah, did she tell you that was my daughter?
No, I didn't know that was your daughter till at the end of the night.
After you beat her?
Yes.
At the end of the night. Okay.
Well, at the end of the night when we was all together, you was like, I'm finna go out here. And then she walked up. And I was like, that's the one that knockout. And you was like, yeah, that's my daughter's the person. I'm like,
yeah. Let me tell you the crazy thing. When she came
home,
she was like, Dad, that's the first time I ever smoked a blunt. Was with Snoop. Snoop, what was your introduction to hip hop?
My introduction.